Have you ever felt like you're just not getting the most out of AI tools like ChatGPT? Well, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to totally supercharge the way you talk to AI, and we're going to do it by breaking down the art and science of something called prompt engineering. So, does this sound familiar? You ask an AI for something brilliant, something insightful, and what you get back is, well, it's generic, it's vague, or it's just plain unhelpful. It is so frustrating when you know all that power is sitting right there, but you just can't seem to figure out how to unlock it. Okay, here's the secret. The problem usually isn't the AI at all. It's us. It's the prompt. See, the quality of the output you get is a direct reflection of the input you give it. You put in a weak, lazy prompt, you're going to get a weak, lazy answer. But a great prompt, that can lead to a radically better result. It's that simple. So how do we fix this? How do we get those great results? It all comes down to unlocking the AI's true potential by basically learning how to speak its language. And that skill is called prompt engineering. Now think of it like this. An AI is this super powerful car, right? But your prompt is the map. And without clear directions, that car is just going to drive around in circles. A really great prompt gives it a precise destination. It guides it to the exact output you actually need. So why should you care about this? Well, because mastering this means you're not just getting better answers, you're gaining way more control, you're making the AI more predictable, and you're helping it avoid those weird, off-topic or biased responses. You're basically becoming the director of your very own AI-powered assistant. All right, so how do we actually do this? Let's build your core prompting toolkit. We're going to cover 3 foundational techniques you can start using, like, right now. First up, and this one is absolutely non-negotiable, you have to be painfully specific. You see, vague questions get vague answers. It's a rule. So if you want a precise output, you have to provide a precise input. Think about every little detail, the length, the tone, the focus, even the format you want it in. Here is a perfect example of what that looks like in practice. The bad prompt, "Tell me about the French Revolution," is just an open invitation for the AI to ramble on about anything. But look at the good one. It specifies the length, 500 words, the focus, causes and effects, the exact time period, 1789 to 1799, and even the tone, formal and academic. That is a roadmap. Okay, our second tool is actually a really fun one. You give the AI a job. By telling the AI to act as a certain professional, a financial analyst, a writing tutor, or recruiter, you're instantly framing its knowledge and setting the entire tone for its response. For instance, look at this prompt. It doesn't just ask for a summary, it tells the AI to put on the hat of a financial analyst, and that immediately primes it to use the right terminology, focus on the most important financial metrics, and present it in a way a non-technical person can understand. It's such a simple change, but it has a massive impact. And the third technique in our toolkit is for when things get a little more complex. It's called chain of thought prompting. And the idea is, instead of just asking for the final answer, you ask the AI to explain its reasoning step by step. This basically forces it to slow down and think more logically, kind of like showing your work in math class. The key takeaway here is just by adding a simple phrase like "show your step-by-step reasoning," you don't just get the answer, you get the entire process. And this dramatically, and I mean dramatically, improves accuracy on tasks that require real logic, like math problems or complex analysis. Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. Let's put these tools to work with some really useful copy and paste examples you can use for school and for your career. For any student out there staring at a blank page when a big essay is due, well, it can be terrifying. But instead of asking the AI to just write it for you, don't do that. You can ask it to be your tutor and help you build the skeleton. Check this out. It assigns a role, act as a writing tutor, and then asks for a very specific, detailed outline for the essay. This doesn't do the work for you, but it absolutely crushes writer's block by giving you an incredible, structured starting point. Now, let's talk about job hunting. Sending out the same generic resume for every single application is, let's be honest, a recipe for failure. You need to tailor it for each job, but that takes forever. Or does it? This is a total game changer. Here, you're telling the AI to act as a recruiter, you're giving it both your resume and the job description for context, and then you're asking it to rewrite the most important section. It's literally like having a personal career coach on demand 24/7. Now let's take these skills into the office. These techniques aren't just for school projects. They can make you dramatically more productive at work. I mean, seriously,
How much time do we all waste just writing emails? You can get that time back by giving the AI crystal clear instructions on the tone, the content, and the goal of the message you need to send.
This prompt is just perfect. It sets the role of an executive assistant, and, crucially, it specifies the tone: clear, concise, and action-oriented. That simple instruction can turn a 15-minute task into a 30-second one. It's a huge time saver. But it's not just for simple tasks like emails. Prompt engineering can help you with high-level strategic thinking, like making sense of market data or getting the scoop on your competition. The key here, the really brilliant part, is the request for a specific format, a comparison table. This forces the AI to structure its output in a way that's immediately useful. It's not just some wall of text. It's scannable, actionable intelligence that you can actually use. So, as we wrap this up, I want you to start thinking of this not just as a set of little tricks, but as a genuine superpower. Because in a world that's filled with powerful AI, the person who knows how to ask the right questions, that's the person who's going to have the real advantage. You now have the core tools for clarity, for context, and for complex reasoning. You've seen exactly how to apply them to school, to your career, and to your business. The tools are officially in your hands. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?